Good morning, everyone. It's Shanna. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a card. I watched Craft Roulette last night. Wasn't able to make the card last night because I had some other activities. And the parameters for the card were a card with a flap. The colors have to be winter. The element is a children's story, and random is tiles. So last Christmas season, I think I made 65 or 70 cards for Christmas and was really hustling to get them done, to get them out in time. So these parameters seem to go well with a Christmas card. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm basically going to use, and they don't have this anymore. It was called Santa's Fireplace, and it was a Spellbinders Die set. I just went on the website and looked for it. It's not available, but I'm going to use it anyway because I'm using what I've got. So what I've decided to do is to do Twas the Night Before Christmas. That's certainly a children's story. And so that's what I've decided to do. I've got this cut out, and I've got all my elements together because this morning I'm lucky enough to have just 3 huge windows in my craft room, but in the morning I've got all kinds of shadows and stuff on my desk, so I had to kind of wait to get going. So I basically just got all my elements together. So I'm going to bring in a card base, which I've rounded the corners on because I thought it looked better with my embossed panel that I used. I'm using this Beveled Diamonds Spellbinders embossing folder. This is a 3D one. And so I've got just a white panel. My colors are going to be white, silver, gray, and stormy sky blue. Because winters in Indiana, that's basically what we've got. White, gray, and stormy looking skies. So I thought that would fit in real well. So I'm going to go ahead and lay my card panel down. And it has, it's got like tiles on there. It is called Beveled Diamonds, but I think it looks very much like tile. So I think that'll satisfy my tiles element. But I will also have some other tiles that I believe I can call tiles. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay this down on my card panel real quick and get it lined up. And then we'll just start assembling the card. Now this die set has got a lot of intricate pieces, so I went ahead and got a lot of them die cut out and assembled somewhat in advance so that I could have my card ready. So basically what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to start kind of putting my fireplace together, and we'll build from there. I've got my Santa's legs. My Santa's going to be swinging from the chimney, and I'm going to call that flapping. That's going to cover my flapping. I had thought about and kicked around my little craft fans had suggested maybe like my flaps could be like a advent calendar, but the more I thought about it, then I thought, oh, that's going to take some effort. So I decided not to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get my glue and put my silver base on the bottom of my fireplace. This is a really beautiful, intricate set. It's too bad it's not available anymore. It's a lot of fun. It really is. I think I had seen they were running it on sale. I think they probably just blew it all out and got rid of it, which you could probably pick up on some other site or whatever. But so I've got my silver on the bottom of my fireplace, and then I'm going to kind of line this up. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and lay this out on my card because I've got to get the positioning right for my Santa to hang from there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use my glue and just get some glue on here, get it laid down. So we had family game night last night. I mentioned this on my latest video. We had chicken enchiladas and it was really good, and we played aggravation and we played golf. My husband and I were both very successful last night at aggravation. We both won twice, and then I was able to win a game of golf. I lost the second game, but I was just happy. I don't usually win golf, so I was glad that I actually won that game. So we had a good time last night. It's nice to have a little free time to actually craft. I'm happy to be able to get back at it. And with this long weekend, I think I'm going to get some stuff done. Now, I'm getting a little carried away here. I put my glue on there, but I've got to get my Santa hanging. So I've got a couple of these cut out here. And I just did that wrong. I need to fix that. I need to think. Okay. Get that glue off of there. He actually is going to have blue pants and white shoes. And I think I've got another pair of boots somewhere. If I don't, I'll have to die cut them out. I might be able to just cut the blue off. I think I might do that. I'll just take my scissors and cut the blue off and have, because I don't think I have boots cut out. Oh yes, no, I cut them out in blue instead of white, and I need them in white. Yeah, that's what I want. So I'm just going to cut these off. I could run it again, but I've already got a lot of stuff already cut out, so I'll just do it that way. Have you all got big plans for this Memorial weekend? We have a cookout that we're going to on Monday. Now, I live in Indiana, so, we have the 500, and that is big in Indiana. Now, I'm not going. I've been before. I went one time recently. I've lived here my whole life and never been, so my husband and I and my girlfriend, Dee, went to the race, and we had fun, but it was blazing hot. And I think we even left early because it was just so blazing hot. And it was really, really hot that particular race day. And so I have experienced it. I know a lot of people go every year and really enjoy it. But I thought, living in Indiana, I need to at least go once. I mean, I've lived here my whole life. So I prompted my husband. He was not extremely excited about it because he had been before, and so I don't think he was as excited to go. But anywho, so did that. So that'll be big in Indiana. I have, my kids are state police officers, so they're going to be incredibly busy. Now this, I just took, you get these little squares, foam squares from Spellbinders in your kits, and I took my crocodile and just cut out a circle because I need to be able to have him flapping. So he is going to flap from side to side, providing I didn't put any glue there where he is. I need to just make sure that, no, I don't have any glue there. I'm even going to take my anti-static powder tool, which I just grabbed, and I'm going to powder that up real good. I think I'll powder him up too, and that way he will be free-flowing and he will be able to swing about. So I think I'm going to just wipe all of that glue there, and I'm going to bring in my little tear tape and use it. That way I don't have the risk of hanging up my, I don't want to mess up my Santa to where he doesn't freely flap. So I'm going to use that as my flapping element instead of the advent calendar, because I just thought it would be just too small and intricate to have an advent calendar with all those flaps. I like the idea, but I just thought it would be pretty fussy. So I'm just going to use this tape. Okay, we're 10 minutes in. I guess I need to hustle. I'm trying to get my videos a little bit shorter. So I'm working on that. I'm also kicking around maybe done live. I guess if you want to be anybody, you gotta do some live videos. So I may need to, yeah, I'm gonna need to pop that up. So let me get, I'm gonna use some of this real thin foam tape here. Pop that up. And I should have thought of that before, but I didn't, so we'll get it now. I think we also have at our airport this weekend, I think it's this weekend, they have a fly-in, cruise-in, and they have a big pancake breakfast. When my mom was alive, she used to get us all tickets, and we would go and eat breakfast together and check out all of the planes and helicopters and stuff there, but we don't do that anymore. Okay, so now I think I'm ready to roll. So I'm just going to get it down there and try and get my things lined up. Oh, good. And my Santa is just flip-flopping trying to get out of that chimney. And I did forget, I was thinking I wanted to put, I did kind of forget about that. I was thinking I wanted to put, let me lift this back up if I can get part of it lifted up. I was thinking I wanted to put kind of some gray back there so that it would, you would be able to really, yeah, let me get that. I want to get that in there so that you'd really be able to see. I think I got it too high. My elements. I need to move that over. Okay. So yeah, I wanted that gray paper to be in there. I'm trying to get it exactly how I want it. It's a little bit crooked. So I'm just straighten it up a little bit, get it in there. There. So you can't really see my blue Santa pants, but they're there. I suppose it could have been a little bit lower, but I needed to get that dot above where it would show. So I think that's okay. And that looks cute. So I've got that, and then I've also got, you know, I mentioned I have another tile element. I'm going to consider the fireplace screen to have these tiles in it as well. So I'm going to use my tape runner to lay this down. And I'm just going to stick it in here, and it's going to be my tile. Now for my decorative elements, and Santa is still flopping around in there. For my decorative elements, I have got my Twas the Night Before Christmas, and I'm calling this a picture that's going to hang on my wall near my mantle. So actually I'm going to use, I like this silver paper that I'm using on all of this is Love from Lizzie. The blue is Spellbinders Stormy Sky, and then the white is Hammermill. But I'm going to use for the, and this was scrap. You can see I've got some leaf pattern on the back. I thought I'm just going to use it. I'm using a lot of scrap here. But I find with my metallic paper that it's better to just use a glue or a tape runner to lay it down. It just sticks quick and it doesn't slide around on you. So I basically have framed my picture with a silver frame, and it's going to hang above my Christmas tree. I'm just going to get it laid down and do it like that. Now, because I was waiting for my son to get off my craft desk so that because there were so many shadows I couldn't video. I went ahead and assembled 3 candles, and I'm going to put them on my mantle as well. So I'm going to just run my tape across that as well, I think. I might need, no, I think they'll be all right. I'm going to do 1 on this side and 2 on the other side. I always had this thing where I like to do a lot of decorating, and they always say that you decorate in like 3s, 5s, 7s. And so I cut out 3 candlesticks, and that's what I did. Okay, I had to pause there. My husband came in and was talking to me. He's off to mowing, so he's on his way. Okay, so I've got my 3 candlesticks down, and then I was going to lay some garland. I'm going to lay some garland on my mantle, and I'm just going to run some glue along here and run some garland. I think before I run the garland, though, I think I might hang my stockings. There. Got them right here. So I'm just going to do 2 stockings, and I'm going to get them laid down on there. I got 1. Maybe I'm just going to do 1 stocking because it looks like I've got a problem with this one. I evidently didn't die cut him well, so I'm just going to lay 1 down, and we'll just say that we just have one child. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of that. And then there's a white cuff. Actually, I only cut 1 cuff out, so it's good that I'm just doing 1. There's a white cuff for your stocking, and it's actually got a little slit in there. You could actually probably slide, if you had some kind of a little toy die, you could slide a little toy or a little piece of candy or something in there. Okay, so now I'm going to lay down my garland, and I've got several silver pieces cut here that I'm going to use. And then I'm going to call this card finished. And we'll just review, just to make sure that we're on task here. I actually had a bow, but I don't think I care for that. That would look cute. I think I'll put it right there. Okay, so we've got our card with a flap, which I'm calling, his legs are flapping because he just can't find the ground. And my colors are winter, white, stormy blue sky, and silver. And then I have my children's story, "Twas the Night Before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." I have my tiled embossed folder, and I've got tiles on my fireplace mantle. So I hope you like my card. It was fun to make. I enjoyed using this die last year. Did more of a traditional Christmas color scheme, and I did some black and white as well. But I think it's really pretty. I hope you like it. If you do, I consider subscribing to my channel. I'm still trying to grow my channel. I need all the subscribers I can get. And I thank you for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.